to everybody in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me or if I need to speak up. But yeah, I'm doing good, Brittany. I hope all is well. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything is good with you. Had some things that I wanted to talk to everybody about, because I see some things that are taking place in the world right now. And also, you know me, I always have something that I like to discuss or that I like to talk about. And why not have that talk or have that discussion with my subscribers? Right? The people who I like to talk to the most, for real, for real. Because I really don't do too much talking. So, shout out to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope things are working out for everyone. Yo, Eva, what's going on? Eva, what's good? Thank you for your donation. I saw that the other day. Thank you for your support to my channel. Shout out to Eva, the best moderator in the world. Marcus, what's going on? What's good, Marcus? Hope all is well with you. Hope everything is good. I'm just going for a walk at the beach, man. Just going for a walk at the beach. I'm chilling. Getting my thoughts together. Out here getting my mind right. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, not only is it it's spiritual warfare going on, but it's also other forms of war too. There are some other things that fall underneath. There's some other things that fall underneath the spiritual warfare umbrella, if you will. Yeah, there's other things that fall underneath the spiritual warfare umbrella. Yeah, these waves sound good. Just out here having a walk, just enjoying myself, taking a load off, taking a mental load off, just chilling. Mental health is important. It's very important to get your mind right. Very important to take care of business. Sometimes you got to get things right. You got to do other things. Sometimes you got to take time for yourself. You got to make sure you're good, make sure you're straight, so that way you can continue to do the things that you like to do or that you need to do. Yeah, nah, it's not a game right now at all. Not that it's ever been one, but yeah, it's definitely not a game right now. Got planes falling out the sky. Yeah, planes falling out the sky. It's a lot of weird things happening right now, and it's like every day you wake up, it's always going to be something. But I mean, you really gotta make sure that you're working on yourself, and make sure that you're focused on God, and focused on making your life better, making things better, making every day better, so that way you can really make some positive things happen in your life. Because they'll try to tell you all types of stuff. People try to get you to think all types of things, and you have to realize that there's a lot of agendas. There's a lot of agendas out there that they want people to be worried about or focused on, and you have to find how to pay attention to what's important find a way to pay attention to what's important, because otherwise you can get distracted. You can't let things distract you. You can't let things get in the way of your goals or what you told yourself you were going to do or what you told yourself you were going to be. You can't let anything stop that. You still have to do it. If it's something that you want to do, you'll really do it. You'll think about it. You'll fight to do it. You won't be able to have rest or have peace. You won't be able to have rest or have peace until you do what it is you need to do, or you do what you're supposed to do, or you do what you feel you're put here to do. And whatever that is to you, that's where you'll find a lot of peace in life, a lot of joy in life, a lot of happiness in life. That's where you'll find that. You'll find that accomplishing goals, writing things down, attacking them, having daily goals, making sure that you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your life, things are getting done. There's plenty of ways for you to circumvent whatever agenda, whatever they're trying to get you to think, whatever they're trying to get you to focus on. And that's really the whole meaning of having God within you. Because whatever they're trying to put forth, there has to be something within you that puts God first. You can't put what you see on the news first. You can't put what the world is telling you or what you hear from other people. You can't put that first. What you have to put first is what you know to be true. All right, and that's God. God is true. All right, whatever He says for you, or whatever He has planned for you, or whatever He said that He'll do for you, know that that's what's going to happen. It may tell you that the whole world will catch on fire tomorrow, but if God says you're going to be all right, and if you know that everything is going to be all right because that's what you believe, if you know things are going to work out for you, then you really don't have anything to worry about. It's really working your mind around what they're trying to make you worry about. They want people to worry, and they want people to be caught up on like a fear frequency, so that way you won't be tapping in. You won't be tapping into your abundance. You won't be tapping into the wealth that you're supposed to have for yourself. You won't be tapping into the good things that you know that what's the word I'm looking for? That you should be expecting, or the things that you know that you deserve. All right, you deserve the best, and that's what God wants for you. You deserve the best. Whatever is going on, don't worry about what they tell you is going on. They're going to tell you all kinds of things. There's not enough this. There's not enough that. You can't do this. You can't do that. This is running out. That's running out. They don't have enough. You can't go believing and listening to what other people want you to think. It's not what other people want you to think. It's not what anybody wants you to think. You're supposed to focus your mind upon like a rock. That's why it's called the rock of faith. A rock is strong as hell. I could walk up to one of these shore rocks right now, and if I didn't know the karate move to break it in half, I'd probably break my hand in half. So it's like the rock of faith is strong. All right, so you're supposed to rest your mind upon something that can give it strength. All right, you're supposed to rest your mind upon something that is concrete. All right, and that's what you know to be true. That's God. You're supposed to rest your mind on God. All right, if you know that regardless of what's happening, you can have good things happen to you. You can have what you want happen in your life. You can make something happen for yourself. All right, I tell you, it's no more, or it's all gone, or there isn't any funding, or whatever they want to tell people. How you going to tell people it's no money when they print it? They say it doesn't grow on trees, but they print it. And last time I went to a restaurant and bought some food, some Chinese food, some string beans, some rice, real healthy spot. Try to fall back on, the mystery meat and all that. But they have money trees in restaurants. All right, they have these little cat things, little thing like that, or whatever. The cat will move his hand. That represents prosperity. All right, people have ways of programming their mind for continuous wealth. All right, people have things that they do that constantly allow money to come into their life. You don't think people who have stores, people who have businesses, people who are already rich and successful, people who already have money worked out and figured out, you don't think they have their money agenda? Instead, how about a money agenda? Or how about a money agenda? Telling you that this isn't there, telling you that that's not there. Meanwhile, they're the ones printing it, they're the ones putting it out, they're the ones making it, and they're also the ones taking it and telling you that it ain't none left. That doesn't make sense, does it? No, it doesn't. What makes sense is for you to look at it like this. If there's not enough for me, and you're on the news or you're on whatever platform program telling me that, and you have on a suit, and at the end of this speech you about to hop in a nice car and go to a nice house and live somewhere in a nice area, don't tell me that there's not enough. They need people to continue to work. They need people to continue to stay in certain positions. They need people to continue to think that they can't work their way up from the bottom to a higher level. Because if somebody's a king, but everybody wants to be a king, somebody's gonna have to get their peasant on. All right, somebody's gonna have to do something. But the thing is, everybody's gonna have to do something at some point, and that point is now. You have to do something for yourself. And what you do for yourself, you can work on your mind, and you can focus on what God says instead of what they say, or instead of what the news says, or instead of what somebody might be trying to get you to think. Even if that person doesn't mean bad, they might be misinformed. Just because somebody is misinformed doesn't mean they mean bad, but if they don't mean bad and they're misinformed, they're still wrong. They're still wrong. So people have the right to believe and think whatever it is they want. Sometimes you have to let people do that. You can't get into arguments. Oh, they say there's not enough, or they say this, or they say that. Don't waste your time getting into it with people about what they say. People could say whatever the hell they want. Everybody's got an opinion. People can say whatever the hell they want. People are going to say whatever the hell they want. But it's up to you to know what's true for you. It's up to you to know that, you know what, I respect you. I'm not going to argue with you. You can think your way. I'm going to think my way. And I'm going to think my way all the way to the bank. And then once you begin to think your way enough to the point to where people can see results, people will be hollering at you for like, yo, what's going on up there? What's going on in your mind? What type of thoughts have you been thinking? You know, people are going to want to pick your brain, and that's when you'll be able to charge people. That's where you'll be able to become an asset and not a liability. You'll be able to become a resource to others, and you'll be able to become a business. You'll have no choice but to be able to work for yourself, because you know that you are money. It doesn't matter what is going on. All that outside of you, all that matters is what's going on inside of you. If you could work on what's going on inside of you to the point to where it can change what's happening outside of you, you now have figured out and made a way for yourself to manifest a reality that you want. Most people think manifestation just makes stuff pop out of thin air. You know, that's the actual level that you can get to. You just have to program your mind to the right frequency, and only a certain amount of people know how to do that. There are people who have done it and they may not be able to do it right then and there when you ask them, but there are people who have done it, and the only reason why people can't do it is because they don't believe they can. And if that person probably gets away from those people and that negative mindset, they'll probably do it. And if you don't think they can do it, you're probably not meant to see it happen anyway. So that's why it's probably not working out like that in the first place. But people can make things happen. People make things happen all the time. People say a little money prayer, and then they'll go out and find some. It'll be right there just looking at them. What's his name? Benjamin Franklin just winking at him. Pick me up. It's really up to you what you choose to think, how you choose to feel. Because if they tell you you're broken, you believe them. If they tell you it's not enough, and you agree with them, then all you're doing is creating for you what they want to create for you instead of creating what you want. It's nothing but chaos on some of these TV shows or channels. You can't be ignorant. You have to be aware of what's happening in the world. I'm glad I realized that. But you have to have a happy medium. You have to have a happy balance. You can't just take what is face value. You can take what they're saying, but okay, that's what time it is, but I'm going to think different. I'm going to work different. I'm going to feel different. I'm not going to take what they're saying and accept it for myself, because if I do, I'll be in the same situation as all the other people who are doing the same thing. So once you realize that I am money, right, you start to look at your time different. You'll start to look at the things you do different. You'll start to look at how you use your time different. You know what? I could use this little time slot to make my life better, to improve my life, to where somebody else can use my life, and to where I can turn that into some blues in my life. All right, time is money, and if you want to manifest a reality, you have to take that time and figure out how to turn your time into pesos, how to figure out how to turn your time into money by yourself outside of a job. That's really all it is. You can use all these fancy terms and words and all that. It's really just people taking their time, using it to create something, to where they can make something, add some value, to where people see it's valuable enough to where they're willing to buy it, purchase it, invest in it, donate to it. However, they're willing to get some money to it because they're getting value from it. They're willing to be a participant. They're willing to be a supporter. So you have to work on yourself enough to where you can create that for yourself. And when you do that, you have something to where you can do something and be something and work towards doing it and having more. But most people will discourage you because they either don't think they can, or they think it's a crock of BS, or they don't open their minds, not open. They're not open to reality. They're not for themselves. They're not open to a new idea that they can have something. They don't have to work for somebody else. They don't have to live a boring life of just working a 9 to 5 every damn day. Wake up, go home, sleep. Wake up, go home, sleep. Like, nobody wants to do that all every day for the rest of their life until they die. So you have to figure out something, and you can figure out something. All you have to do is just keep investing in yourself, keep making yourself your best version, and keep educating yourself, keep putting information in your mind in the areas you want to become successful in. And the sky's the limit, because you'd be surprised how many people aren't doing that. So when you actually do it, or something that you do, you actually do it, then you'll be the 1 out of 10 people that actually decided that this is what I'm going to do, and let me do it. There are people who decide that they're going to do things, and for whatever reason, it doesn't get accomplished. They don't do it, and they don't end up becoming anything as a result. But for the people who do it, people are going to be interested in your outlook on life, your mindset, what you have to say, how you think about things, how you view things, how you look at things. People are going to be interested in that because they're going to be able to benefit from it. They're going to get value from it. And once you begin to add value into people's lives enough, then you're going to be able to turn that into something. You're going to be able to see that, you know what, I can take my time, and instead of giving it to someone else, allowing someone else to pay me, I can pay myself. myself now because I've done enough with my time and I've used it valuably enough because I value myself enough and I value my time enough. And when it comes to things that I don't value in life and that don't serve me in life, I've had enough. So it's like, it's something that you gotta fight for it, you know? You have to fight to be what you want. You gotta fight to do what you want. You have to fight. You can't just accept what life has to offer. You have to look at life and say, you know what, life, this is what I have to offer. And because I have something to offer, I know you have something to give in exchange, all right? Stop trying to get something for nothing, all right? You gotta give up something to get something. And when you give up your time, when you give up your leisure time, you give up and sacrifice the time where you could be enjoying yourself and you stay disciplined and you do what you know you need to do, you're going to end up having something to where you're going to be able to benefit off of because other people can benefit off of it. And it's just going to be a beautiful thing overall. It's going to be a good result. It's going to result in some good things for you, some prosperity, some wealth, possibly in business, some connections with some really great people. You're going to meet all types of amazing people. You're going to have all types of amazing opportunities, but you won't if you don't. All right? We've all been given a gift. We've all been given some type of talent, something to work on, something to learn, something to research, something to do, something to provide, and whatever that is, you got to give it up. Whatever that is, you got to give it up. You got to give it up. You got to give it up. You got to give it back. Because God gave you that gift to be able to give back. God gives us gifts to use to help ourselves, to be able to help other people, so that way we can give back. All right? The more you give, the more you receive. So once you figure out your talent, once you figure out your gift, once you figure out what you're good at, you spread that, you share that. You know, you make other people aware of the same thing in themselves. And that's just the beauty of it. That's just the beauty of it. So I just wanted to go live and talk about some things. All right. And this is why you are money. All right. A lot of people may not have some money physically. All right. I pray that everybody does. But there's somebody right now who feels that they might have some lack, or they may feel that they don't have enough. You do. All right. You do. It's your gifts. All right. It's your talents. You have to use them. You have to use them to create. You have to use them every day. You have to become better at them. And once you do that, it's going to turn into something amazing for you. And instead of looking outside yourself for your life to be better or more improved, you can just improve your life and you can make it better. And then sooner or later, all the things that you're doing are going to amount to a better life for you. You're going to wake up one day, and just like you hear everybody say that's successful, that just kept their head down and kept working, you're going to hear that one day they just woke up and they were there. Your decisions, the things you do, the path that you choose to walk on, everything is going to lead you somewhere. The things that you do, your actions, they're going to lead you somewhere. So make sure that you're taking actions and making decisions that are going to lead you somewhere that you want to go. Because we all want to go somewhere. Whether you're willing to admit it to yourself, whether you're willing to accept it, whether, you know, oh, well, that's for them, that's not for me, or, oh, you know, that's just for the rich people, or, oh, you know, yeah, I'll get it when I go to heaven. No. You can have what you want now. You can be what you want now. It's just that you have to put in some work. That's the trade-off. All right, people talk about alchemy, people talk about manifestation, all these things. The energy behind what you're doing is going to end up getting you what you want. And if you can't hear me, that's cool. I'm just getting my practice on. So it's all good, whether you can hear me or you can't. I hope that everybody can hear me. But if you can't hear me, what I'm saying, it's practice. I'm not going anywhere. I'll get better. We'll get better equipment. We'll have better places to record. We'll have better places to make videos at. Better ways for you to hear me. This is only the beginning. Don't even worry about it. If you can't hear me now, you'll hear me next time, or you'll hear me tomorrow. All right. And even if you can't hear me, you can feel me, baby. All right. So it's all good. Even if you can't hear me, you can feel me. You can feel the energy. All right. So even if you can't hear me, you can feel me. All right. The waves are out here waving. The waves are out here waving. All right. So watch what you say, because life and death is in the tongue. All right. Watch how life is just a game of how you think, feel, and act. All right. So you have to monitor how you think. You got to monitor how you feel. If you think you can do something, but you really don't feel like it, you have to tap in and go within, and you have to ask yourself a series of questions, and you got to figure out why you don't feel like you can become successful. You got to really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, like, yo, why don't I feel like this is for me? Why don't I feel like I'm good enough? I deserve this just as much as the next person. I can have this. I'm just as good as anybody else. I can be just as great as anybody else. And that's really all there is to it. It's just it's a mental thing. And once you accept that, you end up being in alignment. And this is why some people don't manifest, because they're not in alignment. All right, you have to be in alignment with what you want. Your thinking, your feeling, what you want. It all has to be in alignment. If you think that you can have something and feel it, you're going to end up taking the necessary steps. You're going to end up taking the necessary steps. You don't just think it and feel it and that's it. Or you don't just feel like you can do something and that's it. I'm not sure if it's the allergies. I'm getting over a cold or whatever, but I'm getting over this cold still. But either way, I still wanted to do my live stream today. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you everybody for your support. Thank you everybody for your donations. Thank you for watching my videos, subscribing to my videos, sharing my videos. All right, we got 17 people in the building. We got 20 likes. That's what I'd like to see. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hope everybody has been good. If y'all got any questions, now's the time to ask. I know I haven't been live for a while, or I haven't been on here for a while. Not that you guys have been worried about what I've been doing or anything, but shout out to everybody. Like I said in the beginning, I hope everybody is doing well. I just want to come on here and talk my talk for a little minute, help some people clear up some things in their mind, all right, about this money thing. Money is an energy, money is an idea, money is a thought, money is a feeling, money is a way of life, all right? Money is also a woman. Money is a woman, okay? I'm going to let everybody know that now. I'm not the first to say it, and I won't be the last. Shout out to Frederick Eichmann, all right? Money is a woman. And if you don't love her, you won't have her. All right, money is a woman. You gotta love her for her to be in your life. That doesn't mean mistreat other people to get it, backstab other people to get it, step on other people's necks to get it, do something bad or negative or evil to get it. No, that's not what that means at all. That means that you have to prioritize a prosperity mindset over a broke mindset. All right. When I say I love money, I don't mean that I'm trying to go against God or disrespect his word. What I mean is that I love it in the sense of I choose to focus on it. I choose to learn about it. I choose to think about it. I choose to believe I can have it. I choose to believe it's always coming into my life. I choose to believe that I can be rich. I choose to believe that I can be successful. I choose to believe that I don't have to be broke. I choose to believe that I can overcome any financial crisis in my life. All right, that's what that means. It means that you choose prosperity over poverty, because people are doing that every day. They won't tell you that they're doing. Oh, snap. Okay, all right. They won't tell you that they're doing it, but you have to develop the right mindset to have what you want in your life. That's really all it is. All right. People who choose poverty, or people who choose to live a certain way, or people who don't think that being rich is for them, those are choices. Those are thoughts. those are things that people want. Oh, that's not for me, or I can't have that, or I'll never do this, or I'll never do that. They make that a reality for themselves. The people who want the opposite, they do the same thing. Whether you choose money or you choose no money, you're choosing something. So you might as well, since it's something that you need, since it's something that everybody uses, since it's something that makes your life better, since it's something that makes things easier for you, instead of looking at it as the enemy, look at it as a tool. But the thing is, they've given people the right to have a negative mindset about money, and wealth is your friend. There's no reason for you to be mad at money. You need to be mad at the thoughts that you've been thinking about money. You need to be mad at the way that you've been taught about money. So that way you could rearrange your mind, and that way you can have money all the time. All right? You have to rearrange your mind about it. They have people looking at it negatively because of bills. All right, when people think about money, the first thing that comes to their mind is bills. People get paid, the first thing that comes to their mind is bills. All right, even though you have bills, instead of seeing those bills coming, start to see some checks coming. All right, you could do the same thing. They got people programmed, bills. And you're going to have bills. That's life. You're going to use things. You're going to need resources. You're going to have expenses. But the thing is, the amount of money that you have to take care of those expenses, that's up to you. That's up to you. The amount of money you make, that's a choice. The amount of value you decide to offer, that's a choice. The amount of value you decide to be able to give to other people, that's a damn choice. You could choose to be valuable. You could choose to invest in yourself. You could choose to use your time a certain way that will make you rich by default. What do you think investing is? That's why time is money. When you invest your time wisely, all right, you end up having a easier life, a better life. You end up being able to live better because you're taking the knowledge that you've learned and you're using it to increase your value, to increase your lifestyle, to increase the good that you expect and accept and receive in life. And that's what life is all about. Life is finding ways to make things easier. Life is finding ways to come up and use ideas to make things to get money. And that's really all it's about. You know, it's finding ways to add value to your life so you can find ways to add value to other people's life. Because if you're not adding value to your life or anybody else, you're just taking up space. And if that's what you want to do, that's what people want to do. But the thing is, a lot of people will take up more space because they see you choosing to have a money mindset. They see you choosing to be positive. They see you choosing to read those books. They see you choosing to use your time wisely and invest in yourself. I just saw on the news the other day, and this is why it's important to watch the news. All you gotta do is read for 30 minutes every day and you can become a damn millionaire. That's what the news said. People talk about everything the news say, the blow-vid, the no-vid, the toe-vid, the pro-vid. They talk about the weasels, measles, and seasels. They talk about all that stuff, but they won't talk about that. You read for 30 minutes every day, you wake up and make your bed, you stand more of a chance of becoming a millionaire than those that don't. Just by making your damn bed. Just by reading for 30 minutes every day. That's wild work. They just put that on the news the other day. You read for 30 minutes a day, you could become a millionaire. If you read for 30 minutes every day and just make your damn bed. You either want it or you don't. You either want it or you don't. More money, more problems. Yeah, more problems to solve. The most people who have the most money can solve the most problems. If you find somebody that can solve problems, I guarantee you that person is getting paid for it. And if not, they either on their way to or they better be. If you're solving problems and you're not getting paid for it, you're getting played for it. If you solve problems and you're not getting paid for it in some type of way, you're getting played for it in some type of way. People who solve problems make people's lives easier. And if you make somebody's life easier, then that's added value to somebody's life. When you add value to somebody's life, there needs to be an even exchange. The more you give, the more you receive. When you freely, openly, willingly give to other people, you can pretty much expect to be able to accept something good coming to you. Expect something good coming to you. The more you give, the more you receive. When you're willing to give, if you want money, right, you have to give money. Whatever you want, that's what you have to give. You want people to be more loving, more open, more better to you. Be more open, more loving, and better to yourself first. Be more open, more loving, and more respectful and better to yourself first. That way you'll be able to treat other people that way. All right, that way you'll be able to treat other people that way. So if you find something to give, the universe is going to find some money for you to receive. I guarantee that. I guarantee that you find something to give. Create a new this or a new that or something somebody can use. Go ahead and make you something. All right, go ahead and write that book. Go ahead and put that song out. Go ahead and make that t-shirt. Go ahead and put that idea out. You're going to get paid for it too. If you believe in it, if you push it. But most people tend to not think that they can do it. They don't think that they're good enough, or they may not think it's for them, or they may not think that they can have it. And all these things are things that you just hit. It's just a change in your belief system. It's just a change in your belief system. So you can change the way you feel or believe about things. You can have a different life. That's really all it is. Everybody has something that they want to do. Everybody has something that they want to do. People will walk past their mirror every day and act like they don't have something that they want to do with their life. People will look at other people, live their dream, and see them drive the nice car. And it's not that these things will bring you happiness, because you have to find that within yourself. But you can get what you want in life. Everybody wants something. You got to keep it real. All right? You want to put here to be a failure. You want to put here to be a flop. You want to put here to get the bare minimum. You want to put here to get as much as you want. So if you're happy and all you want is the bare minimum, and you're okay with just having your needs met and having the necessities, the bare necessities of life, that's cool. Good for you. But don't put down other people who want to go for the gusto and believe that, you know what, I like the way this is. I like how things are going for me, but I could do better. I could be doing bigger things. I could be doing more important things with my life. I could be doing something better with my life than what I'm currently doing. You know, I don't have to keep working for others, living below my means. I don't have to keep not having what it is I want, while everybody else is eating, getting full. Everybody else is realizing what they deserve. Everybody else is going after what they know they're worthy and deserving of. If other people are doing it, why not you? All it takes is a decision. All it takes is using your time a little different, a little planning, a little preparation, some research, looking some things up, writing some things down, going after what you want, and you can make things happen. That's how people are doing it. People are making things happen. People aren't taking no for an answer. People aren't choosing to live a boring life. You don't have to have a boring life. You don't have to hate your life. All right? There's somebody out there is hearing me. Somebody out there is tired. All right? Somebody out there said, I've had enough. Somebody out there says, I'm done. Done doing the same thing. I'm done living the same way. I'm done not getting what I want out of life. I'm done. I need to make some sacrifices. I need to do some things different so I could stop living the life of a definition of insanity. Nobody wants to live a life of insanity. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a damn different result. And I know I don't got no insane people on my channel. All right? We're only insane enough to get what we want. You gotta be crazy. But if you're gonna be crazy, you might as well be crazy enough to get what you want. All right? You might as well be crazy enough to think something might work. People will say, we don't know if this will work or not. Or how do you know if that's gonna work or not? Or what if that doesn't work? What if it doesn't work out? What if it does work out? Some people are so damn negative that they just can't get anything done. Some people are just so negative, they don't want to get anything done. They're okay with making excuses. They're okay with living the bare minimum. They're okay with not having what they want. They're okay with the life that they currently have. Some people don't want more, and you can't make them, and you shouldn't try. But the thing is, if the older Dodge goes, all right, if people won't let you pull them up, you're not supposed to let them bring you down. All right? If somebody won't let you bring them up, don't let them bring you down. Some people will bring you down for trying to bring them up. You ever learned something new and you figured out a life hack, or figured out a new way to think, and it created a new feeling for you and a new way for you to look at life, and then you go and tell somebody and they bring you down, and they ish on it, and they take a dump on it, and they do everything they could do to you in that little moment to try to discourage you from thinking or feeling that way. Keep those things to yourself. All right, somebody reveals something to you, God shows something to you, keep that stuff to yourself. You don't have to share everything with everybody. So, success isn't for everybody. A success mindset isn't for everybody. People who think they can and want to work towards things and make things happen, it's not for everybody. All right? Some people are going to be down with the program and think it's possible, and others aren't. And that's something that if you accept and not try to force on other people, you can actually put more time back into yourself. You can actually put more time back into yourself, you know? So instead of trying to force other people to think the way you think, it's not going to do anything for you anyway. What's forcing somebody to think like you going to do for you and your success? Stop trying to get people to think like you think, and just put that time into yourself. Put that thought into yourself. Make sure you think like that. You know, if you tried and it didn't work, stop trying. Don't try to make somebody think the way you think. You think the way you think and make it work for you. Think the way you think and make it work for you. All right, use your mind to your own benefit and not to your own detriment. All right, use your mind to your own benefit and not to your own detriment. On that note, I think we about to. It's been a whole 45 minutes. I appreciate everybody that supports my channel. If anybody donated to my channel, I can't see it while I'm doing the live because I don't have my other phone right now. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. God bless each and every one of you. And I hope you guys really believe that you can have what you want. And I hope that you take me up on this offer and work towards it and go be great, because if not, the world's missing out on something that you have to offer when you need to be sharing it and going full-fledged and not giving a damn about what anybody has to say or what they think. All right, so I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all for being here, and I'm out.